In this part, we will first study about transfer of heat. You might have observed that a frying pan becomes hot when kept on flame. It is because the heat passes from the flame to the utensil. When the pan is removed from the fire, it slowly cools down. Why does it cool down? The heat is transferred from the pan to the surroundings. So you can understand that in both the cases, the heat flows from a hotter object to the colder object. In fact, in all the cases, heat flows from a hotter object to a colder object. So our first topic is transfer of heat. Heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature. This is called transfer of heat. Heat is transferred in three different ways. First is conduction, second convection, third radiation. How does the heat flow in solid? By the process of conduction. So conduction is the process by which heat is transferred in solids from the hotter end to the colder end. We are doing an activity in this conduction occurs. You have to take a iron or aluminium rod or strip. Fix a few pieces of wax at equal distance. Clamp the rod to the stand. Heat the other end of the rod. The wax pieces begin to melt and fall down from the heated end. This shows that heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end by conduction. It is shown in this figure. So in conduction, transfer of heat is due to the direct contact between the objects. It occurs anytime between the objects when they are at different temperatures and when both are in contact with each other. As long as both the objects are in contact, transfer of heat will continue until the temperature of the objects are equal or same. Example, if you leave a metal spoon in a pan of soup that you are heating on the stove, it may burn your fingers. The spoon is in direct contact with the hot soup and heat is transferred to the soup. Some objects can conduct heat while others cannot. Conductors and insulators. Conductors, the objects that allow the heat to flow through them, they are called conductors. For example, metals such as copper and aluminium. Insulators, the objects that do not allow the heat to flow through them are called insulators. Example, wood and plastic. How does the heat flow in liquids and gases? So, due to the process of convection. Convection is the process by which heat is transferred in liquids and gases from the hotter part to the colder part. We will study the process of convection by the activity. Take some water in a round bottom flask and put it on a tripod stand and put a crystal of potassium permanganate in it. Heat it with the burner. The water at the bottom becomes hot and rises above, and the cold water from the top moves from the top to the down, and the process continues till all the water in the flask gets heated. This shows that heat is transferred by convection. Convection in air. The air near the heat source gets heated and rises up. The air from the sides move in to take its place. In this way, the air gets heated. If you keep, see this figure, if you keep one hand above the flame and other hand on the side of the flame, the hand at the top feels hot because the air above is heated by convection. The hand at the side does not feel as hot because there is no convection. Notice that towards the top, the air gets heated by process called convection. Therefore, the hand above the flame feels hot. On the other side, however, there is no convection and air does not feel as hot as the top. So, due to the convection, sea breeze and land breeze. First is sea breeze. The wind blowing from sea towards the land. See this figure. From the sea, breeze blows towards the land and it is called sea breeze. During the daytime, the land in the coastal areas gets heated due to the sun's radiation. The sea also gets heated, however, it takes more time to get heated up than the land. Hence, the air above the land gets heated faster than the air above the sea. The hot air from the land rises above as it is lighter, and the cool air from the sea, being heavier, takes its place. So this results in sea breeze. What is land breeze? The wind blowing from land towards the sea is called land breeze. During the night time, the land in coastal areas gets cooled down faster than the sea. The air above the sea is hotter than the air above the land. Therefore, the air above the sea rises and the air from the land, being cool, flow towards the sea. It is shown with the arrow. This results in land breeze. Third is radiation. All hot bodies radiate heat. When this heat falls on some object, a part of it is reflected, a part of it is absorbed, and a part may be transmitted. The temperature of the object also increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. So, radiation, it is a process of transfer of heat in the form of waves. For example, the sun's heat reaches the earth's surface through radiation. See this figure. Every hot object radiates some heat into the environment. Hence, many times an object gets heated just by being near to hot object. If we stand near to a burning fire, then we feel the heat of the fire falling on our face or on our hand. The heat is transferred from the fire to our face by the process of radiation. It always travels in the form of waves. Dark colored surface and colored surface. So dark colored surface absorb more heat than light colored surface. You have to take 2 tin cans of the same size. Paint the outer surface of one black and the other white. Pour equal amounts of water in each and leave them in sunlight for about an hour. Measure the temperature of both water in the cans. You will see that the water in the black can is warmer than the water in the white can. Why? Because dark color absorb more heat than light colored surface. Same way, dark colored surface radiate more heat than light colored surface. Same way, you have to take the 2 tin cans of the same size, Paint the outer surface of one black and other white. And put equal amount of water, hot water of the same temperature in both the cans. Leave them in a room or shade for 10 minutes. Measure the temperature of water in both the cans. You will notice the water in the black can is cooler than the water in the white can because dark colored surface they radiate more heat than the colored one. So we have gone through the process of transfer of heat. In that we have studied conduction, convection and radiation. What is conduction? The transfer of heat from a hot object to a less hot object when they are in contact. It is called the conduction of heat. What do you mean by convection? The process by which heat is transmitted in liquids inside the liquids due to the actual movement of molecules. That process is called convection. The transfer of heat in the form of waves from one body to another through a vacuum, or we can say through a medium, is called radiation. Next topic is kinds of clothes we wear in summer and winter. During the hot summer days, people prefer to wear white or light colored clothes because light color absorb less heat from the sun and hence they keep us cool and comfortable in the hot weather. While in the cold weather, people usually wear dark color clothes because dark colored clothes they absorb more heat rays from the sun and keep us warm in winter season. Woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. Why? How do they keep us warm? Woolen clothes are the best conductor of heat. Therefore, they do not allow the heat from the body to move into the environment. As a result, the air between the woolen clothes and our body becomes hot and this makes us feel warm. In winter, we use the woolen clothes. Wool is a poor conductor of heat. Moreover, there is air trapped between the wool fibers. This air prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surroundings, so we feel warm. Similarly, two thin blankets provide more heat than one thin blanket because air can be trapped between the two thin blankets. Our chapter gets end here. Now read this from the textbook. Thank you for your attention.